The Myers-Briggs test has identified ESTJ, the guardians, as your personality type. You believe strongly in duty and perform without expecting something in return. You usually have a good memory, so you're probably the kind of person that remembers everything and that people understand, and they look to you as a natural leader, and usually you're a pretty good strategist, and you might even like playing games and figuring out strategies to games and enjoying that that type of play and work. You're generally a law-abiding and hardworking citizen, so to speak. You're loyal, and you're loyal to family, to friends, and to your country, and you have a sense of real pride in each of those. And you understand and create alternative and fair principles that are unconditional, and in doing so, you perform some great social services. You're the kind of person that can get into government and make a big difference. You're the kind of person that can get into politics and stand for something that people believe in and that will follow you in. And you can be a great benefit to the world and the people around you that way. You make outstanding judgments, judges and politicians in that context. So if you'll go out and get involved in politics, if you'll become a judge or a politician, you'll have impact on the world that way. You'll live your life in a highly ethical and moral manner, so it fits real well into that world. You're a great strategist and may make a great military commander. You might think about being in the military and how well you would be as a commander, being able to stand in front of people, be principle-based, and understand the importance of any mission that's in front of you. You can create systems for behavior to meet all of the needs that are around you and around other people. And so you can be a powerful force in any environment and a powerful leader. Let's talk about your weaknesses. You may be unaware or uncaring of how you come across to others. It might be the kind of thing that you look at other people and you really don't care. Well, it's important how other people care, because how you treat people has a lot to do with how they will respond to you, especially when you're in a leader position or when you're moving toward leadership. You may deliberately bully people and into behaving a certain way, and that's not the way to get what it is you want. People are leaders because people follow them, and they follow because they respect and are respected. You may quickly dismiss input from others without really considering it, without taking into account what it is they're saying. Remember that a candid discussion with other people, getting information in ways that are not always comfortable, is very important. It's important to you, and it's important to the outcome of what it is you may be working on. And you can have a tendency to hold grudges and to have a difficulty forgiving people. Remember that not forgiving somebody is nothing more than taking a poison pill yourself to hoping somebody else dies. All it does is create bitterness inside of you. You may be highly controlling toward other people. Remember that you can't control people and get the end result that you really want. People do things because they want to do things, and your natural leadership style, your natural leadership abilities will be much more effective if you can learn to get people to do things without trying to control them and getting what you want that way. You may be unable to place value on individual life. Just remember that every one of us are one part of a unique machine that moves things forward in the context of teams, in the context of organizations, in the context of family. And you may be unable to see the long-term impact of your behavior on things. Just remember that bad behavior on your part, it can have a huge impact on how things work for other people, as well as for your own family and yourself, especially if you have leadership responsibilities in family or in team or in business or in organizations, in politics, no matter where it is. So remember that your behavior does have impact. Okay, here's some action items. Gather the facts, then figure out how it fits your principle system. So when you're looking at an issue, when you're looking at how you want to approach something, how do you want to proceed on something, look at all the facts. Try to understand how things impact what it is you're going to do and how they relate to your principles. So make sure that you've identified your principles well, and then pull other things into them as you need to. As you get more information, understand how they relate to your principle system. And then create principles that change existing principles based upon new facts. So again, as you gather new facts, feather those into the principles that you have and the way you work things, and make sure you keep growing it. And then if you become angry about something, walk away, give it time, let things settle down, and it'll help you to understand how you really feel about things before you move on and do things that you are not happy about. And then try to identify everybody's personality type you meet. Try to understand why they do the way things the way they do. And most of us react certain ways because we have certain types of personalities, and understanding those personalities will help you lead. You have the ability to be able to create a logical, ethical principles that transcend experience. So utilize that. If you can do that, and you can, your personality is geared that way. use it. And then resist the tendency to judge too quickly. Consider other people's feelings. They're important. People's feelings are an outcome of how they think. And so if you're looking at other people's feelings, understanding where they're coming from, you'll understand how they tick, what makes them think, and that'll give you a lot of ammunition to help not only fold into your own principles, but to help lead them, help them give them, serve their needs. And so seek first to understand and then to be understood in these relationships. Look at their at what's coming out of them and try to understand where they're coming from first. When you get angry, you lose. Your passion becomes destructive when you fall into the anger trap. So make sure that you don't allow yourself to become angry and therefore cause problems in relationships with others. Be yourself in relationships. Don't expect to be the touchy-feely type person. That's just not who you are. But be accountable, and no one has more control over your life than you do. So just remember that you can be humble and judge yourself as at least as harshly as you do others, and be accountable to others at the same time. And then resist being controlling. Use your judgment to create better, impartial principles. And then spend some time alone. Develop your introverted side. You have an opportunity to spend time alone. Do it, and make sure that those are times when you can plan, when you can think, when you can understand the depth of your feeling, what you're feeling, and then you'll be able to find tangible evidence to becoming a more rounded person if you'll follow these ideas. So this is your personality of ESTJ.